Okay, this is going to be a tutorial on how to pour mold max, and I'm going to be pouring the second half of my 1x2x3s. Full cast 1x2x3s. I'm still thinking about the price. I'm thinking anywhere from $5 to $10. I'm leaning towards $10. I might do them for $5 if they're really easy to make, but they're not going to be difficult to make at all. So, I love mold max. It's like an indestructible. Can't get it. That's just like a little thin piece. Just because mold max is really hard to pour, and there's so many great tutorials for it. So you're gonna need your gram scales. These are 100-gram scales. Actually, for the first half, it was more than 100 grams, so I just used both scales. But what I like to do when it isn't is put one half on one compared to the other. You're going to be mixing part A with part B at 1 to 10 weight scale ratio. And what I like to do is measure out this with rice, my mold. Measure it out with rice. Then weigh that, and then find 1/10 of it and add this. And I forget what it was. You'll see. So to open it, it's hard. Opening this one's difficult. Gotta get a hammer. Oh, wedge it in the cap a few times. Just get it open. I like to keep my caps nice and clean. Too bad it isn't. It's too sticky. I didn't get it. It does take a lot of force. Once you can pop it off a little. Hammers isn't good. I forget there was one thing that I used. Actually, I just got off my bare hands the other times. Here, I'm gonna try. Ow, this is disgusting. I hate Mold Max. Yeah, I love their product, but I hate using it. It moves much easier. I don't suggest starting with Mold Max. And it's great for little pieces. Come off. Don't be afraid. Oh, there we go. Sometimes I might have to do that. Strategy with pouring. Well, first here it is. You want to get your rice. So I got my rice. Here's a cup. Put the rice. Put cup. I don't like this part. Here. Take off. Let go. Actually, when I first started casting, I didn't have any rice in my house. So I actually use Rice Krispie treats. It does work. It's a funny story. There's a couple strategies to get the little rice left that's stuck. I don't have any, but you can bang it against the table. Masters won't come up, but the Legos sometimes will break. And you can turn it upside down like this sometimes and pick at it with a something. And that worked pretty well. So I got this. I wanted to get it to be real flat. You can get a pencil and mark where it is. Actually mark a little bit above it, because there's going to be some mold max that'll stay in the cup. Then pour your rice back. Now I got how much we need. You can see in there. See my mark I made? Now, this is hard part, pouring this stuff. Now you want to wear gloves, and I'm very good about safety. I always have gloves on my hands, and I'm always wearing a mask. Okay, because you don't want to get injured. Yep. Then what you do is you want to pour sort of high, because it's gonna like get thinner. Just because, and you sort of want wider cups. You don't want those little Dixie cups. Those are crap. So pour high, and it'll form a little drop. Pour very slowly, because this stuff is very uncontrollable. You get big globs. Okay. And you get paper towel. Always have like paper towels and garbage cans. Keep the cap nice and clean, because you'll be happy you did later. Or you'll be sad that you didn't. Yeah, a tutorial really would have helped me. Got a big mess in here. Okay, so you got this, and then put this part to the side. And then wait, you don't use that yet. Take your digital scale. Open it up. Turn it on. Then weigh a cup. 0 the scale. Then weigh this. I got 83.02 grams, which rounds to 83. And since that would be 8.3, so I'm going to do 8.3 plus or minus 0.2 grams. So, 0 this, 0. And then we want 8.3, so, oops, this stuff you gotta shake. Shake well before you use them. I didn't show you to do the first half. This is just the pouring technique for Mold Max, which is very strong. You can get away with a lot of stuff with Mold Max. Okay, so that's shooked. This one looks like blood. Weigh it at 8.97. Okay. Then you can take this half and pour it to this half. take part A and part B because it's all liquidy. I like to measure out a little bit more part A just because you want, what did I say? Sorry, because a little bit will stay in the cup. And you can see, even if I weigh this now, a whole gram stayed in the cup. And actually, I did have that about a gram more. So about a whole gram of this will stay in the cup, so you want to measure about a gram more. Then get your mixing stick. I have this pencil that I use. I like popsicle sticks better, but I didn't have one around. Mold max, you have to mix a lot. Takes 24 hours to cure, but only has a 45-minute pot life. So that means you only got 45 minutes work with it. It's not too bad. When you're mixing, you just start by mixing, but don't stab it. Don't ever stab it, because what can happen is if you stab a hole in the bottom of your cup, then you're done. I learned that from experience. Huge batch of it in like a giant Planet smoothie cup. We actually needed to get the large because it wouldn't fit in the small. And then poked a hole in the bottom. That was horrific. Horrific. Don't stab. You can go up and down. If you go up and down, do it slowly. That was with Umo though that I stabbed it. And Mold Max does require a lot of mixing. And mix it sort of like you would with an egg. And scrape the walls. Make sure you get the bottom. Okay, so got this. Take a stick, put it on something. That's not the table. And you pour it very slowly and pour it in the lowest spot in your mold. So the lowest spot is this corner. I'm gonna pour it slow and high. This will prevent air bubbles. With Mold Max though, when it cures, there's a bunch of air bubbles at the top. You never want to pour directly on a piece. Let it seep on. Okay, so once you pour that, wait 24 hours. Thank you for watching.